friends. How you doing today? I am doing well.
You should have saved me some.
Well, I'm doing well. Listen, I'm doing well, and I hope you're doing well. Listen. I truly do hope that each and every one of you is having a good day, a good life, a good everything. Okay, because life's too short. Life's too short for fussing and fighting, my friends. The Beatles said that. They said that. And only the good die young. So I'm pretty sure I don't have much longer to live because I'm a good one. Yeah. And you guys, I'm sure, are good people too. And I hope you live long lives. Okay. But only the good die young. Yeah, I got a few things I want to talk. I got a package. Okay, like I said, the packages have been kind of coming in slowly because I've been very picky lately. I got to be picky with this collection. Listen, I watched a guy on YouTube the other day, and I think he's like on the Guinness Book of World Records, or he's got like the most physical media ever. Now granted, this guy collects laser discs. He collects like actual film reels and stuff like that. I'm not a film reel guy. I don't even know where I would put film reels. I wouldn't collect something like that. Actually, I'm lying, because if I could get my hands on a film reel of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, I think I would grab that. I think I definitely would grab, or Goonies or something like a classic. Like if I could just get one like official film reel. That stuff falling on my feet over here. I would get it. But I don't think I would go to the extent where I'm like, filling up my whole house with film reels. Laser discs are the same way, and I just no purpose. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so I'm watching this guy, and I'm like this, and I'm looking at his collection. I'm like, he doesn't even have, like, as far as Blu-rays and DVDs go, it wasn't even in comparison. So I was like, you got problems, buddy. You got, at least everything. You got stuff all organized and everything. But he looks like he's a single man, and I kind of understand. My wife's getting a little bit fed up. This is getting to be much. But I was watching videos last night, and I wanted to let you guys in on a little bit of information here that I found out that kind of sucks. And I tried something out this morning, and I'm going to try to help you guys along, and I'm going to tell you that there's probably no hope. I'm going to leave you with probably no hope. This sucks, okay? So check your DVDs for disc rot, my friends, because disc rot. I did a whole video on disc rot. I didn't think it was a thing. I didn't think it was for real. I didn't think that I thought somebody was making it. I thought it was just content or clickbait or something on YouTube that somebody made up. And they were telling me the titles. I was putting the titles in my DVD/Blu-ray player, and everything was playing. It wasn't skipping. There was no problem. I looked at the disc physically. It wasn't no issue. But I guess Warner Brothers from 2006 to 2008 were using inferior components to make their DVDs. Okay, I'm talking DVDs, snapper case DVDs, regular case DVDs, okay? So if you bought a title back in 2006 to 2008, you might want to check it, okay? As far as Warner Brother titles go. Now, I'll probably try to search for a list and kind of like slowly scroll it over here so you guys can kind of search through. It's been a little bit difficult for me to find a complete list. There's over 300 titles, I was told, from this person, and even this person on YouTube could not provide with a complete list. But I do know a couple of them that were on the list, and a couple of them that I could easily grab and check and see if they were working. And unfortunately, I got to tell you, they did not work. Okay, one of them, actually, the one I want to talk about is the Superman tin box set. I bought the Superman tin box set. I watched it numerous times. I've since then I've already upgraded the Superman box set to Blu-ray, and I've already upgraded the Superman box set to 4K Blu-ray. So I'm kind of okay with the DVDs not working anymore. But it does kind of suck for titles that are not available on Blu-ray, that are not available on 4K, that are not available on anything else except for DVD. And now we spent our hard-earned money back in 2006 and to 2000, and I keep looking so I don't forget. So it's over here to 2008. We spent our hard-earned money on this stuff. Probably $20 a title. You know, that's probably what the going rate was back then for a DVD, if I remember correctly. Walking into a Circuit City or a Best Buy, it was probably around $20 for a DVD back then. And what they're saying is that you're going to put them in your player now, and they're not going to work anymore. Which kind of sucks, because, you know, the whole purpose of us buying physical media is to have something to have and to hold for a lifetime. You know, we want to be able to grab the movie that we want to watch. We don't want to depend on the streaming services. We want to be able to watch whatever title that we want to watch. We want to be able to just grab it. You know what I mean? If I want to watch a copy of Batman, I want to be able to grab Batman and watch Batman. I shouldn't have to put in a DVD and then worry whether or not Warner Brothers use inferior components in their stuff. And now they got disc rot because this batch from 2006 to 2008 was just bad. And unfortunately, it's a lot of box sets. I know the other one that was on there was the, which I also own, but I also upgraded to Blu-ray, so I was happy about that, was the Lethal Weapon box set. Lethal Weapon box set, no good. The Superman one I was actually able to try because I still had that one out and about. It was not filed away yet, but Superman 4 worked fine, flawless, no problem. Superman 1, I couldn't even get to the menus. Superman 2, and that one has the Donna cut and the regular cut. Both cuts are garbage. And Superman 3 was awesome until we got to the scene where Superman is in the bar and he's flicking I think he's got rocks or quarters or whatever. And he's flicking them into the shot glasses and the wine bottles and the liquor bottles on the thing there. And then it just totally just stopped. And then it said could not recognize disc. That sucked. Okay. Now, granted, I just put these in just to test them to see if this was actually a real thing, and yeah, it's a real thing. It kind of sucks. I think I'm gonna try to clean them a little bit. Listen, I'm really good at my discs. My discs are literally I take them out, I put them back in, they get filed away. My kids, when they were little, they never touched them. You know, everything was touched by me. If the kids touched them, they were movies I didn't care about. It was their favorite movies or whatever, or their favorite TV shows that I would let them. I would always buy extras. If it was something so good that I didn't want them to ruin it, and they would watch it a lot. Let's say, for instance, the Little Mermaid. Okay, I would buy a copy for myself, and then I would buy a copy for them to destroy because I knew that they were going to handle it and they were going to watch it a lot. But yeah, it just kind of sucks that you put your money into this stuff, and then all of a sudden, now it's not going to work anymore. And what's scary about that is that just with like right now it's just Warner Brother titles, and it's just the 2006 to 2008. Please tell me that this is never going to happen to my Blu-rays or 4Ks or any additional DVDs. The other issue is that a lot of these DVDs that were released on Warner Brothers were not released yet on Blu-ray or 4K. So this is the only way you can watch them is on DVD. So I do still, if it's unfortunate that when you look at my collection, it kind of goes up and down. It's got an up and down thing. It bothers me because I got a little OCD problem, but it goes up and down because I have some let's say The Exorcist, for instance. They released so many of them, and then they didn't release, like, I think it was like the beginning. I think actually The Exorcist, the beginning, is actually on that Warner Brothers list, and I'm pretty sure I just bought that recently because I did not have it. I might have bought that on my Exorcist over there. No, they're down there. All right, I might have upgraded to the Blu-ray, and if I upgraded to the Blu-ray, good job for me because the DVD no longer works according to the list. So yeah, if the list is scrolling over here, I hope it is. I hope I was able to find it for you. I hope that helps you out. But yeah, if unfortunately it's just Warner Brothers, a lot of cartoon stuff. Like I know that I watched a YouTuber complain about it. He was complaining that his copy of Droopy, the cartoon Droopy, that no longer worked. And I have Droopy still sealed, which that sucks even more. So I'm kind of like, I kind of really want to like open it up and put it in to see if maybe because it's never been opened and it's still sealed, you know, maybe it didn't get that rot on it because it hasn't really been like given out to the elements yet or something. I don't know what's causing the rot, but maybe that one's still safe. I'm not sure. But yeah, I wanted you to be aware of this. This is a definite problem. And I really hope that going forward, the companies like Arrow and Shout Factory, Scream Factory, Vinegar Syndrome, and what Sony, whoever's putting out our physical media now, I really hope that they're putting quality stuff in our physical media, stuff that's at least going to last us more than 20 years, okay? Because that seemed to be the cutoff on those DVDs. They lasted 20 years, and now people are having to replace them. And if you can't, like I said, some of these things are out of print. Some of them are going for big money on eBay. And the sad thing is now if you go to try to buy another copy on eBay, you don't know if you're going to get the good copy or not. You don't know if you're going to get another rotted copy. You don't know if you have another copy that might self-destruct. I feel like I'm on like Get Smart. Like this message will self-destruct. This DVD will self-destruct. I had no idea. That's something that I guess they did not foresee. But it kind of sucks for the collector. Oh, and what I wanted to tell you is that there are some YouTubers that are saying that you can contact Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers will replace your discs. Lies, lies, lies. I'll tell you right now, there's a couple problems with that. Now if a YouTuber is telling you that Warner Brothers has a replacement disc program for your 2006 to 2008 DVDs, they be lying. Okay, there may be some floating around of maybe they mass produce. Let's say we'll use Superman for instance, because that seems to be like a big title. But try to get like something that they didn't mass produce. They didn't make a lot of them. They ain't gonna be able to replace that. And then you'll get a message saying we are sorry, and they'll give you alternative things. That's what I got. I sent them a text message. I told them I was having problems with my Superman thing. I just wanted to see if I can get replacements on and they said, we're sorry, we do not have a replacement program going on right now for the DVDs from 2006 to 2008. Not so much, I'm kind of paraphrasing, but it was pretty much like, you're up the creek. Sorry. We apologize. It would have been, it would have been nice if they would have, for all the money that I spend on Warner Brothers stuff, and especially since Warner Brothers, I think Warner Brothers is the company that just Shanghai us and gave us you're forced to buy the 4K and the Blu-ray separate, and the DVD separate, so everything's all separate now, so you have to spend 30, 20 or whatever, instead of spending just like 20, 22 on the Blu-ray DVD or the 4K DVD, whatever it is. Anywho, I got stuff stuck on this thing here. All right. This comes from Mike. Yeah, so to make it very clear, Warner Brothers 2006 to 2008. There's a lot of different titles on there. You can look it up online if you could find one before I find it. But more than likely, by the time I edit this thing, I'm gonna search for this thing for you guys. I'm gonna want to give you all the proper information. So there should be the movies scrolling over here the entire time, so that way you guys can kind of go through them and be like, oh man, and then go throw it in your player and cross your fingers and hope it works. Like I said, it's a hit or miss. Supposedly some people are having problems, some people are not having problems. In my case, Dog Day Afternoon worked fine. Like I said, Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, worked fine, but then the other ones, not play at all, halfway stop. Yeah, it kind of sucks. But I do have the Blu-rays in 4K, so I'm not really that upset about it. But, but also there's another thing that goes on with this stuff, too, is that sometimes when it comes to the Blu-ray and 4K, sometimes the companies lose the rights to the soundtracks, to the certain editions, to whatever it might be, gets sold to another company, and then you're kind of out of luck, because you're not going to be able to replace that special edition or whatever it is. So... yeah, this is a touchy subject with me. Touchy subject. All right. Mike Telligin from Mola Orla. Mola Or. Okay. Like I said, I've been very picky lately, so this is either something that I've been wanting for a long time, or something that is a memory, or something new, or something whatever. Or maybe it was just cheap. I don't know. Oh, it was just cheap. No, actually, so I'm on a hiatus. I'm on a this is my job. This is where I'm at right now. This is my job. So please like, share, subscribe. In the comments below, and the description, everything is my PayPal and Venmo and all other stuff there. So yeah, this is my job right now. This and I got another little side gig. I also DJ and stuff like that. So I got stuff going on. I'm listen. I'm doing okay. I'm feeling okay. I'm doing okay. But everything, you know how it is. Everything helps. You know what I mean? I always said to myself when I, like, back in the day when I was younger, even now, whatever. I know the day's never gonna come. I'm already reaching up there in age and everything, but I was like, I wanted so badly to be a comedian or be on the stage and do something or whatever. I was in a band in high school, and I was like the class clown, and I always had, you know, some stuff going on, and in my head I was like, you know, one day maybe something's gonna happen with me. And if it ever happened to me, I wanted to, like, give back to like the people, you know, just people in general. Just would it be cool, like some of these actors and stuff like that, like billionaires and they got billions and billions of dollars. If I was to send everybody, like, I know it sounds ridiculous, but if you were to get a $5 bill from me in your mailbox, I know it doesn't seem like a lot. That's a $5 biggie bag at Wendy's. You know, that's a couple cheeseburgers. You know what I mean? That's it's something, you know what I mean? And it's always been like my thing that I've always wanted to do that one, and I always wanted to, like, stand in front of like a store and pay for somebody's meal, pay for something, not just a meal, but let's say that grocery shop and buy all their groceries for them, whatever. Let's say I just stand in front of the line and just do that for a day. That if I ever won, like, the lottery, which I don't play the lottery, so that's never gonna happen. But that's always something that has always been, like, on my heart to want to do for people. You know what I mean? I've always wanted to do that. Where am I going with this? I do not know. I'm gonna stop right where I am. Yeah, wanted to do that. Movie stars, I got $1 million, $1 billion. Yeah, don't know. My mind just wandered. It just wandered. Yeah, so right, yeah, so yeah, so I'm on a hiatus, and that's where I was at. And I was in the living room going through my streaming channels, my wife's streaming channels, because I was in the living room and it was daytime, and she was working and I was not. And I was like, what a bunch of crap that I don't want to watch. I don't know about you. You guys that have your Hulus and your Netflixes, do you find yourself just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and being like, nope, maybe, nope, maybe? And then some of them you even put them on, and then you watch like maybe 10, 15 minutes, you shut off, you're like, no, that wasn't it. That wasn't the one. But anyway, so I ended up watching Taken, the first Taken. Starring Liam Neeson. Yeah, Liam Neeson. Now, I have seen Taken before. I've seen it quite a few times, but I had not seen it in a while. And I put on the first one, and I was like, this is a great movie. What a great movie. What a great edgy seat action thriller. Well, great movie. Then I was like, okay, so that was day one. And day two, I'm like, and I let's make this clear. I owned Taken 1 on DVD, and I think I owned Taken 3 on Blu-ray because it was from the Dollar Tree. That's it. Never owned Taken 2. Never owned the trilogy or whatever. This is the trilogy. This is the Taken trilogy. I don't think there's any. No, there's no. They're all individual discs, but there is no digital code, even though it says digital. It says plus digital HD. I bought it used. But this is the Taken collection. And I got to tell you, the Taken movies are really, really good. I really enjoyed part 1. Part 2 wasn't as good, but the story was still good. And 3 I have not watched yet. I don't remember it. I did not open up my Dollar Tree Blu-ray, so I have not watched it there yet. But if it's starring Liam Neeson and he's still doing his I will find you and I will kill you. If he's still doing that, then I'm on board. And I was like, why don't I have Taken in my collection? Why? Because eventually it's gonna have on the bottom of that Netflix thing or Hulu thing, it's gonna say leaving soon, and then I'll never get to see Taken. So I was taking advantage of this and buying it for a low price. I believe I paid $12 for 3 movies on Blu-ray. That's less than what I'm paying for my streaming service right now. So 3 movies that I know I'm gonna watch on Blu-ray. Not a bad deal. I'm happy with it. And with that said, my friends, yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. Listen, I wanted to give you a little bit of information. I wanted to help you out with a few things. And I wanted to show you what I got in the mail. Yeah, I said it's trickling in. It's trickling in because there's just not a lot going on. A lot of not a lot of new releases, a lot of rehashed releases, a lot of new old releases with new covers, old releases in steel books, old releases being upgraded from Blu-ray to 4K. And like I said, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm getting a little bit too old to be upgrading into a different format. So I've already been through that VHS to DVD stage, and I've gone from the DVD to Blu-ray stage, and then I attempted the Blu-ray to 4K stage, and then I just realized that the Blu-ray is the superior. It's superior. I'm sorry. It's a superior physical media. It works in all my players. The picture quality is beautiful, plays all the time. It's got more bonus features. You get theatrical cuts, you get director's cuts on the same disc. When you buy the 4K, that's pretty much what you get, is the 4K. No bonus material. Usually with the 4K, I guess they can cram a commentary on there for you. You get some commentaries. And I don't listen to commentaries. The only commentary I think I ever listened to in my life was the commentary for This Is the End, because it had like the whole cast. And I think I listened to I like to listen to the commentaries actually on Kevin Smith films, because he usually has it's him and Jay and Kevin and Jay, and they're like and they talk over what's going on and everything, and it's pretty funny to listen to them. I don't think I watched maybe I might have watched Friday with a commentary on there, but yeah, I'm not a big commentary person, but that's usually what they give you on the 4K. I don't know why. I don't know why that's a thing. But that's what they can provide you with the 4K. And then, like I said, all these people have these 4K channels, and they're loving and adoring and 4K, 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 4K. But they're always complaining about a 4K. There's always, like some of them, they're like, if you look it up right now, you can look up worst 4Ks of 2024, or worst 4Ks of 2025, or best 4Ks of 2024, best 4Ks of 2025. It's like a hit or miss, you know. It's like they put out something that you're waiting for, and then it comes out, and you're like, "Oh man, it's too dark. Oh man, it's too blue. Oh man, I don't like the way it looks. I don't like the cover. I don't like this. I don't like that." When you get the Blu-ray, usually you get the cover art that you want. The Blu-ray disc is gonna play. If you have the 4K upscaling and a 4K TV, you're gonna have a beautiful picture that's gonna pop. It's gonna be beautiful. If you have a 1080p TV with a regular 4K regular Blu-ray player, that's going to work perfectly too. It's going to look beautiful. I have not had an issue with a Blu-ray yet. I have had issues with 4Ks, and other people have too. And like I said, it's not just the being able to play them, because my 4K player is older. That's a me thing. That's my problem. That's me. That's the problem. That's me. But you know, other people that are like big YouTube personalities that have 4K players, they're having similar issues, and they got newer 4K players. And there's some of them that are complaining about the colors, especially with the James Cameron releases, with all of that James Cameron stuff that came out, the True Lies, and Terminator 2, the first time it released, whatever, and The Abyss, and what was the other one? It was Titanic. Was Titanic another one? I don't think people had a problem with Titanic. But I will tell you though, I have Titanic on Blu-ray, and I have it on 4K. And I would still grab the Blu-ray over the 4K. In the night scenes, when the ship is actually going over, very blue. Very, very blue. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Comment below. Check it out. If you own Titanic on 4K and Blu-ray, compare them. And just check it out. It's very, very, very blue. You know, when everybody's sitting in the boats and everything like that, and the bodies are all over the place, and like the moonlight shining down and everything like that. It's just very, very dark, very hard to see. And that's like one of the most important parts of the movie. That's like the big thematic, like, hey lady, get off the damn door. There's plenty of room on that door. Listen, that still drives me crazy to this day, because I know that listen, if little Leonardo would have hopped up on top of that door and got on this girl's back, okay, got on her back and laid perfectly still like this, I'm pretty sure if he would have gave it a couple of shots, he probably would have. Hey, listen, the girl probably would have fell in the water a couple times, okay? But she loved him. There was love there, okay? I don't know about my wife or whatever, but I would hope that she would hop into cold water a couple times before we finally got that even out on the door, so I could survive. I mean, literally, the guy went floating to the bottom of the ocean, and then the boat came by like 2 or 3 minutes later on to come save her life, and she's like. And it's like, this guy just bottom of the sea. Woo! It's the only problem I had with Titanic. Only problem I had with it. That's always been a problem. You know, there was room on that door. There was definitely room on that door. I seen movies like Moby Dick. People like on coffins and like, you know, Jaws. That guy, two guys survived in Jaws, and one of them you thought got eaten by a shark. I don't know. And with that said, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell for notifications because I post a lot. I post as much as I can, but definitely on Friday and Saturday, you're definitely going to get a post. And then whenever I do something, like I said, there's going to be a lot more moving going on, a lot more organizing. There's going to be a room tour, like it or not, meaning I'm probably not going to like it, but you are, because I don't know how to organize all this stuff. And then this is the part where you guys give me information on like, hey, maybe you should do this, or maybe you should buy some of these, or maybe this is how I organize my stuff, or this is how I put my stuff away, or this is, listen, I'm looking for any kind of information I get. The only thing I don't want you to tell me is sell your collection. Yeah, just sell. You got too much, just get rid of it all. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to sell my collection. Because this is my children's inheritance. They're fighting over it right now. They're literally making a list, and they're fighting over what they want when I drop dead, from toys to movies to clothes to whatever it might be. They're already organizing. I got 4 kids. They're already organizing what they want when I drop dead. Yeah, and I'm actually thinking about making a video, or making multiple videos, bunch of videos probably, because almost like a diary of some sort, or a will. Maybe we'll call it a will. I'll even call it a will. I don't know what I'll call it on the thing, but as I'm going through all my toys and movies and whatever I'm doing there, I might actually just say this from here to here belongs to this child, or from here, so that way they can just go on YouTube, and that would be my legal document, because I can't afford to hire a lawyer. So that would be my legal document. Like Dad said on episode number 455, whatever, on his YouTube channel, that I was getting the Seinfeld 4K box set. So I better make sure I get the Seinfeld 4K box set. And then he said over there that you're getting you're getting the Blu-ray box set, and then you're getting the DVD box set. Now I got 4 kids, so it's kind of cool that I have the DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K, all those Seinfeld. So 3 of them gonna get one, and one of them I'm gonna have to find out who hates Seinfeld. And they'll get something else. They'll get friends. They'll get something else. And with that said, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe button. And I will see you later.
You should have saved me some.